Bananas on the TV.
Good afternoon, beautiful beings of light. Welcome to the Crone Zone Conversations with the Ancients. My name's Priscilla, and my feather crone, my fellow crone Heather. And today we have Valerie joining us. Thank you, Valerie, so much for joining us today. We're going to talk about.
We're going to do cards.
Do you want to do cards? Yeah,
We can.
let's do. We normally do a card setup, so let's let Heather do her card setup.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll explain it best I can.
Even though we don't have card cam right now.
No, that's okay. We're still fighting with the solar flares.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Hey, warrior girl. Thanks for making an appointment, warrior girl.
Yes, thank you.
All of a sudden, Heather's getting readings.
Well, they're free. Why not?
But they've been free for a year and you didn't get any.
That's true. But we mentioned
So all of a sudden, well, we didn't tell anybody about our website. So we've just had it up a couple of months and about 6 months, actually. But Heather's just now feeling like doing some readings.
Yeah, feeling good about it.
Yeah,
that's
and
awesome.
yeah, getting lots of practice in. I think she's got 4 appointments this week already. So fun.
Yeah.
You do readings, don't you, for people?
Yeah, I do an intuitive astrology readings.
Like you did for us.
Yeah. And last night, I was with Kate on her show last night, and we were doing angels, like people asking what their angels' names were, and they had to give permission and all that. But it was a lot of fun. I really thought I wasn't gonna really get anything, and I did. It was
And
really
there's Dream Detective Kate right there. Hi, Kate. Welcome. Thanks for joining us today. Warrior Girl says she didn't know we were doing them until she watched Gertrude. Well, yeah, because we're just telling people about it.
We're just, it's new, so I'm not charging. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, in the home spot, which is who we are, was the card for assistance. And so when we're needing assistance, sometimes our integrity gets in the way. We don't want to admit it. So we're saying, okay, I don't want to bother that person because they think something about you, or you don't want them to think something. Your integrity gets in the way of your asking for assistance. So it gets in the way.
Because we've been taught you're not supposed to ask for help.
That's true.
That's how we've all been done.
Meanwhile, your soul is trying to do things in the right order. And your human being, your body is doing everything that it needs to do in pure innocence. There's nothing
I love that.
about that. So they're saying in order to be able to overcome that integrity and get the assistance you need to seek the celestial people and ask for
the
help
angels.
From
I love
the
it.
Angels, yes. And when you do that, then you become your normal starseed again because you've found the answers. And the integrity is not in the way because as a starseed, it's there anyway.
It's all in us.
But it allows you to get the assistance that you need.
Lovely.
This is so cool. After our show last night about the angels, connecting with the angels and connecting others with angels, and it really is. It brings you right to your truth.
I know. The reading's perfect for it. That's crazy, isn't it?
Yes,
Hi, Lise. Welcome. Today, you guys, we're going to talk about the precession of the equinoxes. And I don't know how much any of you guys knew about it, but I'm pretty ignorant on it. So we invited Valerie to
come help us.
Come help us learn about that.
Valerie's ignorant on it too.
We're going to figure it out. Hi, Lisa.
We asked her to throw in comments and little bits of here and there when we meet something that she knows she wants to say something more about. So
exactly. So I'm going to put up this first picture because then it takes it off of me. Okay, wait a minute. I want to do this one. Yeah, there we go.
Now we're there.
Now we got it. That's good. So today we're going to talk about the precession of the equinoxes, and it's 26,000-year cycle whereby the Earth travels backwards through the entire 12 signs of the Zodiac. And then the Zodiac ages and their 2200 year cycle. all the dates, all the ages are approximate because none of us really know. Even the experts, they don't really know. So everything in our universe is in motion. The sun is also moving. The 26-year precession cycle is our sun's orbit through the Milky Way. And here is the galactic center and how we're moving through, the sun is moving through the Milky Way. Isn't that bizarre?
It is. It's so fascinating.
It is fascinating. This orbit brings us closer or further away from the galactic center or the galactic plane, bringing energetic changes on Earth. Well, to me, it brings energetic changes throughout the universe.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
Light and vibrations emanating from the Milky Way galactic center affect the human body and mind. Boy, doesn't it? The galactic center is a powerful vortex of energy and creative power, regulating the mental and spiritual level of the planet and everything on it. The proximity of the Earth and Sun to this grand galactic center is said to determine the rise and fall of human civilization, health, intelligence, and spiritual wisdom.
And you can see where the Earth is. I mean, it's just following along the Earth. I mean, the sun.
It's so little.
No, yeah, we're such a teeny tiny dot.
And you can really see how we move closer and away from the sun, further,
Yeah.
because it's elliptical rather than round.
And it's funny how it's not even the same. They're not even parallel,
Uh-uh.
the elliptics.
No, not at all. 'Cause
Oh, they really aren't. Look at that.
That's why
compared to that.
the date changes every year on the vernal equinox and autumn equinox. I was trying to say the other word, didn't want to come
Autumnal.
out. Autumnal.
Autumnal. That's a hard word, isn't it? I can't say it either.
It is. But it's so cool that this, when I was going through the research on this too, how they've changed, because the vernal equinox used to be the new year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and when they changed the calendar, the Gregorian calendar, they made January. So I'm assuming in the ages before us, what I've gathered, and it's really hard to find facts on a lot of history and things. But what I was listening to, they said this is all based on the new calendar, and the new year was actually spring equinox. So
I'll be damned. Well,
Yeah.
that makes sense, actually.
So
Yeah.
Lisa wrote, she was asking that question.
Could what be
That-
why?
that's due to solar flares, Lisa. We had an X-class solar flare yesterday, and it'll make the borealis, the auras on top and the
Right.
bottom of the Earth different.
This is interesting. Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
That's fascinating.
Remember when I read your charts? I know one of you had it. When I see a planet close to the galactic center, I know that person is not, we all are always from other planets and other solar systems and things like that. But I know that they brought in that specific magic.
Right.
Mhm.
God, it would have to be.
Yeah.
I want to know more about your last born son.
But-
He must be
Yeah.
amazing.
Anyway, one complete 26-year cycle of the equinoxes
26,000.
26,000 years. One complete 26,000-year cycle of the equinoxes transitions us through the dark ages and into ages of spiritual enlightenment. With advanced knowledge of astronomy and astrology, the ancient Egyptian, Hindu, Maya, Hopi, and Inca cultures noted the perfect alignment of the sun and the earth every 26,000 years. A yuga is a Sanskrit age or era of time, and there are 8 Hindu yugas. 4 ascending ages are followed by 4 declining ages, and together they total about 26,000 years. They have the Golden Age, Silver Age, Bronze Age, and Iron Age. The ancient Greeks divided into 5 ages: iron, bronze, silver, heroic, and golden. We also break down 26,000 years into zodiac signs. the 12 zodiac years of 2160 years make one precession cycle. And in each of the characteristics of each of the zodiac signs is a fairly straightforward process to figure out how the decline and renewal of civilizations occurred and will occur again in the future.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah.
You want to talk about,
Well, go ahead.
that North? I was just going to ask you if you want to talk about the North Star, how it changes based on the precessional cycle.
Yeah, where we're at. So right now, the North Star is Polaris. 15,000 years ago, and you can see on here it was Vega. So every, I guess, 7.5 thousand years, it goes to Alpha Draconis, because Vega is totally across from Polaris from our vantage point.
Right.
So those four stars is how, we follow this huge wheel, because this is a wheel inside of a wheel inside of a wheel. And I mean, without that, we would not be able to navigate. We wouldn't have, what's it called when you or map, when you're looking on the maps, Google Maps, without knowing where that North Star is.
Yeah, North Star, sailors, everybody uses the North Star. So it's always been the North Star. Polaris has always been our North Star as far as humankind knows.
Well,
at least for the last 7,000 years.
Yes. So as far as we know, that's what we know. But it changes depending, because what we're doing is we're following the constellations. And each constellation, this is why there's not an accurate number, and it's approximately 2,160 years, because each constellation has a different size to it. So technically, the Pisces constellation is over 3,000 years, but there's some that are only 500 years, but they've equally divided them with the 12 signs. So that's why.
That's kind of interesting, because when they talked earlier about the yugas, where'd it go? The one about the yugas.
It's on the other side of the page.
Okay.
3.
One of theirs, like their golden age was 4,800 years. The silver age was 3,600 years. The bronze age was 2,400 years, and the iron age was 1,200 years. So I wonder if that matches up with those shorter cycles of the planets.
I never thought of it. Maybe they just, and thank God the Iron Age is the least amount of years, because I would, that's the darker part. Like we could consider the, the
Dark Ages.
The Dark Ages. The medieval times. They were the Iron Age.
Yeah.
So according to the astrological ages, 10,500 BCE to 8,000 BCE was the age of Leo. And they say that's when the Sphinx was built, and the ability of a civilization began to be undermined by pride, because Leo is ruled by the sun. This was the fabled Golden Age, and it also led to the end of the Ice Age, and the rising sea levels inundated all coastal areas, creating worldwide catastrophes. So doesn't that sound like that was like the end of Atlantis, the end of...
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Lemuria, maybe? I don't know. Well, didn't Lemuria go before Atlantis? But it sounds like that would have been, those were the last golden age.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what it sounds like to me.
The opposite sign is, Leo's lower vibration is, too much pride and ego, right? But the higher vibration of Leo is being heart-centered.
So I think that's what they're saying. It was going to the downside where their pride got in the way.
Yeah.
Because each sign you go through, there's a positive and a negative to it, like we all know with each signs, but it's also what do you call it? Ascension and descension.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, or some whatever the correct word
And
is.
they say it in the yugas, like there's a time period of ascension in there and then a descension.
Yeah,
Um,
it's four. Each one is broken down into two: ascension and descension.
yeah,
So, yeah, that makes sense. So there's actually 8 yugas, but 4 complete, I guess. Is how you
cycle.
call
Yeah, and it
So
is. It's Oh, sorry, I'm sorry. I forgot what I was going to
no,
say
go ahead.
before. It'll come back. It just left.
Right.
Okay.
Then the 8,000 to 6,000 BC was the age of Cancer, known as the age of the Great Mother, when agriculture and farming began. And it was ruled by the moon. And the downside was the self-doubts and eroding self-esteem.
Yeah.
And historically, many mother goddess statues are found from this period right now, all around the world. Then in 6006 BCE, I love how they have 6006, like we know 6 years, right? To 404 BCE was the age of Gemini, and that was known as the age of communication and trade. Writing appeared, and there was contact with others and dissemination of knowledge around the world. And then, since it was ruled by Mercury, this age may have been plagued by divisions within the systems. Then you have 4006 BCE to 2006 BCE, and that's the age of bull worship in many places, and animal and human sacrifices were carried out. That was also the time of Moses, is what I was reading.
Yeah.
And then 2006 BCE to 6 CE, that's the age of Aries, and that's ruled by Mars. So war and conquest taking over, and being the fire sign, this age was also the age of religious fervor. The religions really came in. In 6 CE to 2012 CE, now we're going back up again. Pisces was the age of faith and religion and began around the birth of Christ. And there was bondage and slavery often appeared in various guises. It's ruled by Saturn, which embodies the strictures of organized religion. The fish is the science of Christianity. And the future ages, they were moving towards the golden age again. So now we're going further. And now we're just about to now, because it's going from 2012 to 3500 CE. So this is from now into the future, near future.
And you can see right up there how it's moving into Aquarius.
Right. So we're moving into the age of Aquarius, the rebellious and open-minded nature of the sign will open the way for new forms of conscious awakening, which is what it's beginning to do. And once we're in 3500 CE and 46 CE, it's the age of Capricorn, and it will stay the course for the future, into the future. It's ruled by Saturn, and there might be attempts to constrain our consciousness, things like control implants, in our brains, things like that.
I'm not going to be alive then. I don't have to worry about it.
And then after that, you have 46,000 CE to 46,000, 4600 CE to 6600 CE. And that's the age of Sagittarius. And then there will be far seeing and clear vision. And it's ruled by Jupiter. So this may be a period of unlimited abundance, which can be a plus or a minus. So, and then in 6,600 CE to 8,600 CE, there's numbers are too many of them. The age of Scorpio will be a period of reflection and deep understanding of our place in the universe. That's all in the future.
Yeah. And they're ruled by Pluto, so there may be underground movements arising at the time which oppose the status quo. And then we get to the age of Libra, 8600 CE to 10,600 CE. There'll be a balance in natural justice, like the Mot of the Egyptians. Ruled by Venus, there will be nurturing love to dissolve aggression and anger. Yay! Then we have 10,000 to 12,000, the age of Virgo, ruled by Mercury, an age of advanced communication or divine communications of more spiritual nature. We are currently on the cusp of the age of Aquarius, moving into it from the age of Pisces. Some people claim that this event took place in December 12 when the Mayan calendar came to an end. And it is said that at this time, there will be a general shift in consciousness towards higher frequencies as we have entered the ascending half of the cycle. Yay. I'm so glad we've ascending finally.
All right. I'm glad in that era.
And that's where we are all at and what we're all learning and ascending and growing and expanding.
Yeah, because
we missed the. But yeah, did you have something to say?
I'm sorry. This is the new great year. So we're entering that, right? So that there's last 12 cycles that you were discussing that happened all during that time. So when, and I understand each sign has, higher and lower attributes to it, but goodness gracious, I just think that maybe, hopefully, this will be a split in that consciousness where those of us who can feel and be in that higher vibration most of the time those working at the third dimensional level, we're just not going to be an energetic match because because Aquarius rules energy. It's ruled by Uranus. It's an air sign. It has the two little wavy lines as its symbol, and they're separated, so maybe that third dimension will be up higher than fifth, five or higher. And it's no judgment on them. They're still learning their deep soul lessons, right? Not saying that we aren't still learning stuff, but on that severe war mentality to the
on
opposite.
A 3D level as opposed to a 5D level.
Yeah.
I personally think that we're pretty much in 4D. I think right now we're upper 3D, lower 4D, and then some people are more upper 4D, lower 5D.
Yeah.
That the enlightened ones are moving up into 5D. But we can't judge anybody that stays in 3D because they made their life plan when they came here.
That's right.
Maybe they decided they didn't want to go into 5D. 3D was just fine with their plan. You just don't know what anybody's soul plan is and just have to go with your own.
Absolutely. And that's it. We got to focus on ourselves. And then, but I mean, isn't this beautiful? I know I say this a lot, but this last year, how our community has all come together, like-minded people who are heart-centered and soul-centered and just want to be love, and it's becoming harder and harder to pretend to be in 3D watching all that.
To be something you're not.
Crap, all that crap going on. So I'm just so excited about this age.
Yeah, because we were previously on a descending side, which culminated in the medieval Dark Ages and began to rise again with the Renaissance. So we're on our way up. And since the fall of Atlantis, approximately 12,000 BC, ancient texts have foretold a shift of ages. And universal cosmic events would create magnetic grid shifts and electromagnetic changes within the Earth, which would facilitate a rapid ascension of the Earth.
Which is what we're going through right now.
Right.
This
and
is
the
exactly
human
what
body
we're doing.
and our consciousness, all three.
Yeah.
And the golden age of light, or the age of Aquarius, refers to the transition to the fifth dimension, where dreams become reality, souls are unlimited, manifestations are instantaneous, and experiences are perpetual freedom. So what is happening now is the transformation of our planet, Earth's rejuvenation and return to balance, reaching completion in the golden age. There will be many profound social and planetary changes, and changes we can't even imagine, that will transform life as we have known it into a life of total harmony with nature. So it's going to come out being great.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I have. I've starred some of these
Okay.
questions because I'm really curious too. Okay.
Yeah.
So, in closing the 24-hour cycle of day and night, the 365-day cycle of the seasons, 2100-year cycle of the zodiac ages, and the 26,000-year precession of the equinoxes are all caused by the earth as it spins on its axis in relation to the sun, which goes back to that one, I think. Um, each cycle is an ongoing evolution of consciousness as we fall asleep and awaken from night to day, winter to summer, equinox to equinox. According to the ancients, the dawning of the final 2100-year zodiac age, the age of Aquarius, began on December 21st, 2012, heralding the arrival of the golden age, signifying the completion of one 225 million year full spin of our entire galaxy. 225 million years it takes to go through all of them. That's crazy. The golden age is about the ascension of thought, action, experience, and the reclaiming of unity consciousness, compassion, creativity, and kindness. Ooh, it gives me chills. And we're all part of that change. We all are a huge part of that change.
Yeah.
I miss this one was the no,
Not that one, but the next one.
this one.
Yeah.
That shows you how wonky our axis is.
Yeah. It's we wobble. That's why
And you
we
can see where Polaris is our North Star today, and Vega was our North Star 15,000 years ago. Lord, that's a long time ago.
It is, and it's all because we wobble. That's why we can't get an accurate.
Well, remember, weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. Sorry.
Okay, so
okay, we've got some questions here, and on this one, I'm fascinated. I didn't know there was such a thing.
Well, yeah, okay, this goes back to what I was saying about the calendar change. When we changed, I believe it was the Romans, Catholics, went to the Gregorian calendar. There's a few different calendars before that. They used to go by a 28-day calendar. And this is how, you'd have the spring equinox. It would actually be April 1st, I believe, and that would be the new year. So this is how they've manipulated it. And I hate to keep saying they and that, but I believe there's something maybe nefarious going on here, because why make this calendar, why change it all, when it was running perfectly fine for the whole age before that, right? I do believe that there's
the Gregorian calendar. Who changed it? Was it the church?
Yeah.
There you go. It tells you everything. Manipulation.
Yeah. So there's manipulation involved, definitely. And Ophiuchus is one of the options. The sun was another one of the options as the 13th sign. But it's fascinating to research. You just dive down so many rabbit holes. So if we had the calendar back to the way it was prior to the Gregorian calendar, I'm curious to see what they called that 13th sign. In fact, that's something I'm going to look up later. So I will look it up and try to.
I think Warrior Girl says, what does that have to do with the serpent? The serpent holder? Is that right? Is that what it was called?
Where are we at? Ophiuchus? Yeah, he is. Let me give you the actual definition of Ophiuchus, because it had to be something the church didn't like,
okay,
right?
Here's something.
Here we go. Is Ophiuchus
Constantine? Oh.
See, so they're saying that it would be from November 29th to December 17th on one of these things. But I mean, you could just keep going down this hole, right? I think it was the symbol of a snake. Or the snake, eating the tail. What's that?
Uh-huh.
Boris.
She's saying December means number 10, and therefore December should have been the 10th month, not the 12th.
Exactly. See, so that there's so many clues inside everything, but in my opinion, the Catholic Church wanted us to be, how to get to work, have a work. Well, there were slaves back then, right? So the slaves had to, and they wanted to have a certain time frame of when they know what they're doing. Let me just read.
Absolutely.
They know what they're doing astrologically, because you can really plot and plan and do all kinds of things with astrology, good and bad. And they knew that. They knew that by changing the calendar. I mean, that's just, everybody now just thinks the calendar we have is the original.
Was always there. Yeah.
Not
at all.
So really, in order to have a true reading, you would need to use a calendar that was with 13.
Well, you got to do the best right with what we have right now. So when I do it, I don't, I go into the higher vibrational
Of course.
energies of it all. When I do a reading, I'm not, because in my heart of hearts, I know those of us that are heart-centered, soul-centered are ascending, and we're not really playing in those old rules anymore.
Yeah, we're not playing in that pond anymore.
Right.
That sounds right. Yeah.
And I don't know what they call it. They could call it. They could change. They changed, I think, the days of the week. They really went deep in that, like the Catholic Church, and they don't release any of that information, and you can't get it because it's in the Vatican. So we just have to rely on history, which many times history is written by the victors, right? So what do we really
so we don't even get that right either.
Right. Yeah.
So we just going to have to make our own rules. That's where I come.
That's when the tropical astrology came back. That makes sense. It's not like the Vedic. I know I'm a Scorpio in tropical, and I'm a Libra in Vedic, because I'm right on the cusp. And so the Vedic is like, what, a week different or almost? It's quite different.
Yeah, I'm different too.
And you just go back one sign on the Vedic, but I like Vedic for like planetary, instances happening. But for personal, it's not. I don't find. I wouldn't see you as a Libra. I couldn't have read you as a Libra. I read your chart. You're not a Libra. There's just.
I do think that I have Libran tendencies here and there. They're like, balance is a big thing for me. Everything's got to be balanced, whether it's a picture on the wall or whatever it is. I like balance, but that's the only thing Libran that I think about me.
And we all have all 12 signs, right? But when you're a Scorpio, your personal planets are going to be either Scorpio, Libra, or Sagittarius, because the inner planets they just go too fast, so they're traveling. So I would never see a Scorpio with a Leo Mars, say. That's just not ever going to happen. So but yeah, you probably do have a lot of Libra in your chart, because it's right there. It's in a personal planet, and I think you did. I'm trying to remember, but
I don't know. It's all Greek to me.
It is intense. It's deep. I mean, you could just keep going deeper and deeper, and layers upon layers in astrology, and then you add the Vedic into it, and then there's a constellation. How did they put it? Because the constellations are revolving above us, right? All 12 of them, and that's its own calendar. Then the sun. The sun is another type, heliocentric, astrology, you know, so that, I mean, there's just so many different layers you could go down. But the reason why astrologers use tropical, it becomes more personal to that individual.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, you know, like different significant changes on Earth, you know, when we would, like, say, go to war, I would look at all three of those charts just to see what was going on, just to get the real, you know, the details of it. Again, you have to do that if you want to know the truth, because history isn't always offering us the truth.
Exactly. Especially nowadays. Oh, I don't like that book. Let's take that one out and throw it away.
Yeah, let's change this.
You're
We're
not
changing
allowed to
history.
read that because, you know,
Yeah.
it's crazy the things they're doing
You
these
ever
days.
tell a kid not to do something, as soon as you tell a kid you
Is
can't,
that right? You can't read that? I'm in there reading it. My dad was like that about his James Bond books, Ian Fleming books. No, you're not. You can't read those. They're too old for you. Where do you think I went? I went and got every single one of them and read them all. I was like, what is he talking about?
I have something in there I need to know. Right? But yeah, that's humans. I mean, as humans, we're just naturally going to do that. You know, you got to know that I can't not ask questions. I have to know why all the way down. You know,
I'm just curious. I want to know these things. I want to know everything.
Yeah, I do too. I do too.
And I find out I actually know zero. Pretty much nothing.
I say
Yeah,
that
the more you
day.
know, the more you don't know.
Exactly, you don't.
That's
I'm
true.
just like, I don't know anything. I'm just trying to piece it all together. It's like a huge jigsaw puzzle, right?
It is. I used to think I was pretty good at jigsaw puzzles, but the jigsaw puzzle of life is
Not
that
the
easy.
Mm-hmm.
It's very different, isn't it?
It is too, and all these planes of existence. You know, before, when I had no knowledge of that, of what was happening, you know, it was kind of boring though. Life was boring to me, and I would just do my thing. But then when your awakening happens, you're just, you know how it is. You're just researching everything you hear and every person that's talking like you and thinking like you. It's really neat.
Like our fabulous viewers in the chat room that keep us going.
Yes.
It's amazing. Thank you guys for all being here. Hi, Jess Ree. I don't know you. And Cherie, hi. Jansfree's here today. And Manetto Kellers, is that right? It's so far away from me. It's great to see all these new people, new names. And I don't think I've ever seen Dream Detective Kate here before. So that's awesome, cool. Too.
Nice to
hi,
see
Starfish. It's nice to see you.
Hi, Jenny.
Yeah, I hope you're doing good, girl.
Mandy.
I like what Warrior Girl said. She has a theory that tropical.
Wait a minute. Let me post it. Let me put it up there.
Jenny's working. Jenny. Oh, I have a theory that tropical has to do with natural laws of our lives here on Earth, and yeah, it is like that.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
And then, I mean, there's so many things now. That's a hard thing to learn. The sidereal Vedic, and I kind of know it, but I would never like try to read a reading or astrology is like, I swear it would take me 20 lifetimes to understand it all.
I think that, yeah.
I considered astrology the university, and it's got all these other little schools that you can go, all little colleges that are part of the big university. Mm-hmm. It's just almost never ending. It's massive.
It is.
Well, does the sidereal or the sidereal or the tropic, are they using the Kuiper belt objects? Because we watch. Do you guys watch Joni Patry at all? She's the Vedic astrologer on YouTube.
I used to, but then I had I'm not going to talk about her, but I'll tell you later.
Well, I just wonder because she uses a lot of the asteroids.
So does Pam Gregory. Have you watched Pam Gregory?
Yes.
Yeah, we watch Pam Gregory a lot.
I love her, and she released a video the other day about Sedna with another astrologer. Oh my God, it's fascinating. And if you listen to that, you will
I have to
see
go watch it.
how it's explaining exactly what we've been going through here. And I think she was only discovered in 2008, Sedna. And since that, because they base the attributes, it's really phenomenal how they do that. They base the attributes on the date they're found. And it always lines
That
up.
makes no sense. That makes no
It-
sense, the date they're found, though. They've been around for millions of years.
Yes, and this is what I'm saying. How they figure that out and get those
Wow.
attributes seem to just match perfectly. And I
Yes,
don't
they do.
understand how they do it, but it's phenomenal.
Well, will you do a show with us on those different asteroids that are making so much difference right now? Because they're all, from what I understand, they're the ones that are bringing in the pissed off divine feminine and wreaking havoc so that we can get back to a happy medium between divine masculine and divine feminine.
Yeah.
So I'm really fascinated by all those little asteroids that are making such a big impact.
And they're all in play right now. I mean, you got to think Eris is squaring Pluto. Okay, for it to square Pluto, because its orbit is, I think, 11,000 years, for it to even be near enough Pluto to square it now while we're alive, it's just mind blowing to me. And that's just one. I mean, they're all in play. Yeah. Well,
interesting.
There's a couple. I agree with you, but at the same time, Vedic has its issues too. Side road.
I'm sure they all do.
Yeah.
Because the Vedic was based on what, thousands and thousands of years ago.
Yeah, and it does move because the planets slightly move degree here and there. I don't. It's exactly what we're talking about today, the precession of the equinoxes, right? These cycles inside of cycles inside of cycles, and they move so slow. Look, a galactic year is it
225 million?
225 million. 1 degree on the great year, 1 degree, it takes 72 years to move 1 degree.
Wow.
I mean, we will never, to have the math be that precise. I don't know. And like I said, I don't want to comment enough on Vedic because I don't know enough about it, but I do know that there's it has its own issues, just like tropical does,
Sure. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I mainly go with tropical.
Yeah.
It's just the go-to, isn't it?
Yeah.
What?
I was just looking at what Cherie wrote. Okay, Pam Gregory. Okay, Gregory Scott.
I haven't heard of some of these. I don't know who. We watched Braca and Pam. I don't know who the French guy is, unless she's talking about Andre. Are you talking about Andre? That's always on
TV, and he's on.
he's
Linda
wonderful. G. Yeah, he's always on with Linda G. And his sisters are both astrologists as well. So I don't know who Rick is, Rick Thomas at Fun Astrology, but we'll have to check these out. Do you know who they are? All these? Interesting.
I'm sorry, my dog's drinking water, and I muted. So there we go. Okay, yeah, because I love hearing everybody's different points of view. Like some people, like Pam Gregory, is really into the asteroids, right?
She's the one that got me really into the asteroids. I'm just fascinated. In fact, I want to do a show with you on them.
Yeah, I would love that. And everybody has their own. The French guy is Alan Alabas. Oh, I can't say his name. Okay,
well, I kind of got away from it, but when I was doing astrology, Chiron was just coming in. And so I did a lot of work with Chiron.
Mhm.
You know, it just got to be, for me, so much work, too much for me to be able to do and do my job. And I said, okay, I got to get away from this.
I like Molly McCord too. I think she's great.
Yes.
I
And
love
she
Molly.
does explain very well.
She explains really well, I think.
And I've been
Hi, Tracy
watching her
Ralph.
since she came, since she had podcasts. Molly McCord, I just love her. And she
Yeah,
really,
I listen to her podcast too.
I think she started 2007 or something. I mean, she got me through all that 2012 stuff because she explains things so well.
Right.
And she's in tropical. And this is why I don't want to disagree with anybody. We're all entitled to our opinions, but watching for so long and how tropical has played out by so many astrologers, Molly McCord, Rick Levine, all these, you can't deny that they're connected. They're using those planets, and they're speaking the language of those planets of our specific time period. You know, so I don't know. It gets weird to me when you got sidereal, and then instead of it being Aquarius right now, it would be Capricorn, and it doesn't feel like that, you know, energetically. So that's just my personal preference. So it doesn't, you know, everybody's entitled to their
makes sense.
Yeah.
I think
It's what's right for you.
yeah, I agree.
And you use your discernment to decide that.
That's right.
Yeah. And I think that's what you have to do.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rick Levine's phenomenal. Now, do you watch?
I try to remember all these people. I don't know who these people are. I've got new ones now.
Yeah.
New ones to look at.
Yeah.
Philip Daniel Miles. Yeah, he's fun. Have you watched Astrology Hub at all? Because on her, she brings in different astrologers, and she has classes. She has a thing that you can sign up for being in a year, but she's constantly giving content and showing new astrologers, and that's just I love
it. That's fun. What is it called? Astrology what?
Hub, HUB.
Oh, okay. I'll write that down so we can check it out.
Yeah, Ann Ortley, I love her. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Leo King. I used to be, but you know, again, personal preference.
I'm learning all these new ones. I really, Braca and Molly and what's her name from England? Those are the three I really watched.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ann Ortley is really good too. She was on Astrology Hub, and Rick Levine's on there. I think once or twice a month, he does the updates for her. You know, because he's like the big guy she has. But all of the astrologers are just fascinating, and they all have different specializations.
Different schools of the university, right?
Yeah, right.
Specialties.
Different specialties, different colleges of the university.
I love that.
Yeah, because knowing it all, you would never know it all from every angle.
Person know it all.
Yeah.
Chiron. All the different colleges are tied together by the university, and there's stuff that's familiar in one that's familiar in the same one. You know, there's several of them doing the same thing all the time, but there's a little bit of difference in the approach.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure that's true.
So, yeah.
So do you guys want to throw some cards?
Yeah, Warrior Girls, that's exactly why. Okay. Yeah, that would be fun.
Thank you, Sheree. I appreciate it. I'm actually going to go through the chat room and write them all down so Heather and I can go look at some of these new ones. That's amazing. Thank you, Sheree.
Yeah, there's just so many. And I love listening to everybody's point of view. And then who doesn't resonate with me, I just don't listen to. But I love it.
That's how everybody...
That's how we all need to
ends up being.
Yeah, and I love learning about Chiron and those asteroids, you know, out there. Chiron is key. Chiron is the one that got a hold of me in the last few years. You know, when I'm reading a chart, spirit, my guides, whoever, it's like figure out their Chiron, because once you figure out your deepest wound, and you know how to heal it, or you're in the process of healing it, or whatever spirit wants to impart about that healing. From my reading, it just, to me, it's,
How do you
It's-
know what your Chiron is? How do you know?
It's
Well,
it's
I
on your
had-
birth chart
it's
with
on
a
the
0 and
birth
K.
yeah, I did yours. You
Mhm.
went through your
It should be
Chiron,
on it.
and we get a Chiron return at about age 50. So by
Oh,
then,
good, it's done.
well,
Hallelujah.
for some
I
of
would-
us don't learn and don't take the
Crap.
hints from the
Well,
universe.
since I'm the one that learns the hardest, I guess I still have more.
I don't know. I was sitting on my Chiron line during the return.
Mm.
That's what I
Yeah,
need to do.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because you're just sitting there going, "What's going on?"
Uh-huh.
Dante Starshine. I've never heard of him.
No, I didn't either. I'm gonna have to check him out.
Interesting.
Yeah, 'cause
Thanks
I love,
for putting all these people up, you guys. I
yeah,
love the chat. They just are so connected
Informative.
and informative.
yeah, and it's so good to get a fresh perspective from another person.
Yes.
Yes.
Me too, Tracy.
Join the club. There's so much to learn. You
There's-
think you go down and find out, oh, there's more.
There's so
I
much.
know.
I
more,
think she
yeah.
was just talking about astrology. I think she was talking about life.
So was I. So was I.
Everything. Oh
I
my
know
goodness.
just enough to be dangerous.
Yeah.
Ladies, we have about 10 minutes left if you would like to pull some cards.
If you don't want to, that's fine too.
You feel like pulling cards, Valerie?
Sure.
A card?
Yeah. Let me
Do
grab
you have
it.
a deck around?
I have them.
Or we can just pull a
grab
card
it.
for everybody.
Sure.
Just one when we're ready to go.
Grab 'em real quick.
Because it
She's
takes
gonna
time.
grab one. No falling. No
I know.
falling.
That's my job.
Now it's there. He was like, "Hi,
Hi, puppies.
hi."
I'm the one that usually falls. It's my job.
Okay, so how much time do you have if people would like to have a card? Are you girls happy to do some cards? Like one card pulls?
One card's okay.
Sure.
You got time, Val?
Yeah.
Okay.
I lost my deck, my other deck.
Well, do we have any names?
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. Okay, you guys, in caps, say you want a card, please.
If
Whoever
you
wants
want
a
one.
card. Okay, we got Kate. Kate, right off the bat. Wants a
Yay.
card. And Jan's free.
Well, I'll start with Kate.
Hi, Jan's free. Hi, Tracy Ralph. Goodness, I knew you.
Okay, I'm not sure what you mean, warrior girl. For the collective about the ages of the equinoxes.
Okay. That's what you want the subject to be. Okay, I got it. That's for the collective one.
Oh yeah, okay. Gotcha, Linda De Gonzalez.
And the card deck that I will be
And
using
is it Jess?
is
Jess Reed?
I got Kate. Oh my goodness.
it's not the oracle.
And Cherie. Okay, so I have Kate, Jan's Free, Linda De Gonzalez, Jess Reed, and Cherie.
And the deck I'll be using is the fairy tarot cards.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
I grabbed a couple.
Good.
Okay, so the first person is
Kate.
Kate.
I love her name, Dream Detective Kate.
And she's really good at breaking down
Dream
the
interpretations.
Yeah, I mean, unreal. How
I
she's
have
so
a friend
good.
that has really amazing dreams, and I want him to get hold of Dream Detective Kate. Because I don't remember my dreams, so it sucks. I can't even ask about them.
I know.
'Cause I just don't remember them. But
I don't either. Yeah, but
thank
she's
you, Jess.
Okay, this first card is Unity. And they're saying pick whatever you do it for the right reason.
Mhm.
Okay. when you're doing things, compare the traditional way to the way that things are beginning to get done now, something new, and pick the right way for you and for the right reason. Okay?
Lovely.
And Kate, guess what I got for you? Stay optimistic. Okay, I'm joking with her because she's the happiest person I know. She's always happy and bubbly. And then it says playtime on the other one. And then it says on Stay Optimistic, your dreams are coming true. Don't quit right before the miracle occurs, which she wouldn't. She's too happy.
Oh, I want to put this up for Heather.
I'm feeling fine. Thank you. My neck only gets sore occasionally. I'm off all the opiates. So everything is just me most of the time. I sleep a lot, but otherwise I'm good.
You're doing fabulous. Are you kidding me?
And
she's walking around the block now, walking with the dog and me in the morning.
My strength is coming back into my arms. I could actually open the jar the other day. I couldn't open my water bottle today, but I have done it on past days. So it's something that's a work in progress. So there's a lot of strength coming back into my hands and arms that wasn't there. So
yeah,
that's
thank
good.
God. Thank you, Jess.
Wow.
Okay, next is Jan's free.
Jan's free.
And water bottles are hard. I have a hard time with
I know. I have one that's very, very hard, but
that one you drink, that I can't even open it. I have to
know.
have that bottle opener thingy. We have these weird, it has a circle on one end and then it's a handle, and it makes it really easy to open those hard to open bottles.
Those are cool.
Oh, that's nice, Amanda.
Oh,
yeah, it is great to hear she's doing better, isn't it?
I'm doing better. I really am. Then we'll get my back fixed and I'll be 100%.
Yes, you will.
Yeah, Ralph says that's wonderful news. Yay, Heather.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Who are we reading on again? Linda?
We're reading on Jan's free now.
Jan's free.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I should have.
It's okay.
I write them down. I'm so used to writing them down, I forget. Okay.
Jan's free.
Are you reading just one card?
Yeah, I always pick the top and then look at the bottom, and this is like giving her a deeper message. But however you want to do it, we're good.
Okay. Okay, I think we got that.
Okay, I have the 3 of Autumn. And what it says is that you want to follow your passion in your what you're doing in your career, because that will make you the most happy. And then if you're following your passion, do the very best that you can do, because that will make all the creative things come through out the way you want them to. But you want to follow what it is that you like for your career.
Go lay down, baby.
Let's see. I got break free. I'm using the mermaid deck, and it's something is maybe holding you back from doing what Heather's saying. It says try different ventures and experiences as a way to grow and learn. And then on the bottom was pay attention. So I think something needs your attention that you are, and it's not easy because we're in these energies right now where it's time to break free, to go into the new path, and it's not easy to let go of the old,
No, particularly when they're throwing stuff in your face
all the time.
All the time, and that's what I'm getting right now. It's just like, really? I thought we were done with this.
Yeah,
it's terrible.
And then you're doing it again anyway.
Yeah, we got a few more months, according to. I mean, I'm not going to say that it's going to be all perfect in a few more months, but these next few months
are going to get better.
It should ease up.
Yeah. And the next year and a half is going to be intense, but these next few months are really, it's about lining you up with your heart's desires and preferences. So the more we fight that, the harder the universe tries to get us to break free and to do what we love,
Linda Gonzalez. I talked to her earlier today.
Yeah, Linda Day Gonzalez is next.
All right, Linda.
You're right. They can just keep pushing you until you deal with it.
Yep. Sure.
And I missed this one from Tracy Ralph.
And we'll do her next.
No. She just was saying you look great. That's all I
Oh,
wanted you to
thank
see.
Thank you. Yes, I appreciate that.
Yeah, we're doing Linda Day Gonzalez now.
Awesome.
I was going to say next after her.
Oh my God, they're just such nice notes.
Beautiful. This whole community is just, I'm so grateful.
Okay, this one is the Prince of Confidence. It's
Ooh.
actually the Prince of Springs, but it's because you have the confidence that you need and you have the passion, and sometimes you find yourself very restless. You want to keep it going on something else. But you know what? Whatever it is that you're doing, you can handle it.
Mhm.
When you get something coming up that challenges you a bit, you can handle it. So don't be afraid. Just do what you need to do. Okay.
Mhm. And heaven is helping you behind you're being helped. Heaven is working behind the scenes to help you, even if you don't see the results yet. And that goes along with what Heather was just saying. You
Yeah,
are
you can
being
handle it.
guided. Oh,
Hey, Juno, welcome.
Juno,
I guess I better
here.
get her name down here.
Mhm.
Okay, next is Jess Ree,
Sorry.
who wants us to all have a beautiful day.
All right.
Wait,
Thank you.
just-
Oh yeah, you guys, if you enjoying our show, please hit the like button. You know,
Yes.
we
And
can
do
use that.
subscribe. We'd
And
love to have you as
subscribe.
members.
We'd love to have you as subscribers. If you haven't subscribed already, please do, and share our videos with your friends.
Mhm.
And guess what? We celebrate our first year anniversary next
Soon.
next Tuesday. Well,
Oh.
Wednesday actually. 2/22/22 was the first day we started. But Tuesday's the 21st. That'll be our next show. And we're gonna do some giveaways.
Oh, nice.
This is the Ten of Springs, and what it basically is saying to you is, you know, the old saying, "All work and no play makes somebody a dull person." That's what they're saying to you. You need to take some time for you, play a little bit, and you don't need to work so hard. Get some playtime in there too. Okay.
Mm. My God, it's time to move on. It's time to let go of the old and worn out so that the new can come in. See, that's what we were just talking
That makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah. Play
about.
around with it.
Yeah. It's
Don't
hard.
play, Linda.
It's like we have our feelers out, and where is it? You know,
And you're
Yeah.
constantly working and you don't need to.
yeah.
You can't learn what you want if you're too busy working.
That's true.
True. That is true.
Grace
Okay.
pushes my glasses off. That's why I keep pushing mine back up.
Oh,
Are we ready for the next one? Is it
Mhm.
Jess?
Jess.
Jess is next.
Yeah.
And Juno, I've got your name down. Of course, it's not too late for a card. So I have Cherie after this, then Tracy, and then Juno. So if I missed, oh, there was another one. Anthony Caballos. Hello from Texas. Going to have a general reading. Well, we're not really doing readings, just a one card pull, but yeah, you can
We'll
have
do
a
that.
card pull for sure.
Come on.
Jess.
Come on.
Wow, Tracy Ruff, I don't know about that. You got Saturn leaving, but then Pluto's. Hello.
Oh my God, Tracy Ralph. I have my natal Saturn is in Capricorn, and Pluto just sat on it for the last 3 years, and it's going to be on my ascendant. So I'm not staying home. I'm staying in the house.
I don't blame you.
Okay. And who did you say this was?
This is
Jess.
for Jess Ree.
Okay, Jess, you have the Justice card. So double check everything that you're looking at or that you may have a question about. Double check it, because by double checking it, you'll make sure that you win. Okay.
Cool.
But double check everything. Make sure all your I's are crossed and dotted and your T's are crossed. Okay.
Mm. And I got for you rest. You've been working hard. Take a nap and get some rest.
Right. That makes sense
Sounds
too.
good. That sounds good. Hi, Captain Morgan. How are you doing? And Perrette, nice to see you here too.
Correct. Hi.
Thanks, Juno. She says, congratulations on our 1-year anniversary. Yeah,
Thank you.
it's coming up. It's pretty exciting.
It's getting there.
Thank you, Jess.
Gina's last few videos really good. In case anybody hasn't seen them,
What's her last one? I'm not sure if I saw the last one.
did the eggs, and then she did a thing on
The
Valentine's.
eggs were great.
Yeah, the eggs were great. So it's Valentine's Day video. It was awesome.
I haven't
learned
seen the
so much
Valentine. I
from
have to watch
Gina.
it.
Got the teas and
Okay, Perrette, I got you down.
Okay. And this is
You guys got Jess, right?
right. This is the next. I was looking on your list.
Cherie?
Cherie. Yes.
Glad to hear it. Captain Morgan, it's always good to hear people are doing well. Jess Reese says, a nap does sound good. It does, doesn't it?
Yeah. Right. Okay. Well, just Cherie, you have the 2 of summer, and it looks like you may be working on a relationship. It could be friendship. It could be more than that. But make sure that when you are working in there, that there's lots of forgiveness and resolution of any kind of problems. Okay.
Now have faith. Your prayers are manifesting. Remain positive and follow your guidance.
That's cool.
Aw, nice.
I love these cards. They're so pretty. You guys have that beautiful water where you are.
We
Clear.
do have beautiful water.
Mhm.
There is.
We
Okay.
like it a lot.
That was Cherie. So next is Tracy Ralph.
Tracy Ralph.
Tracy.
Came out. Okay. You have the Princess of Autumn, and it says that you've got some happy days coming in about your jobs and careers, maybe even a promotion. And it also says that you've got plans that are going well and will continue to go well for you. You just need a little push to get them going. Okay, give yourself a little bit of a push to finish getting what you were trying to do done. Okay.
I got a new dawn. The worst is behind you, and positive new experiences are on the horizon.
Ooh, sweet.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's great. That's pretty much what this one was saying too. Just get there. You know.
Ooh, nice.
Stay focused. That's where we all are. We got to stay focused and keep our eyes on our heart. You know.
The prize.
Mhm.
I don't know why I haven't been putting these up. You guys have no idea. Anyway, a card for Anthony.
Hi, Anthony.
I'm telling you, sometimes my brain.
Well,
It's
we get
constant.
tired.
Yeah, I constantly have a problem. Oh.
Almost 7 years we've lived in the Keys.
Don't feel like moving.
We quite like them.
That is so nice. So beautiful.
Oh, wow. Look at this.
Well, you got the Princess of Spring.
I'm sorry. Who are we reading?
We're talking about our Texas fund.
Okay, sorry.
Anthony. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, it says it's time to go after your dreams. Go for it.
Mhm.
You've got what you need, and do something that expands your horizons.
Mhm.
Go for it. If it's something new, that's even better. That will help expand your horizons. So go.
I love that.
Do it.
Anthony's from Facebook too. That's a Facebook question. Lovely. We don't
That's
get Facebook
cool.
questions a
Very
lot, so
often.
that's awesome.
That's
awesome.
wonderful.
Thanks for joining us today, Anthony.
Yeah. Anthony, let yourself receive.
Right.
Ooh,
Allow others to give you loving care. Receive without guilt or apologies.
lovely.
Yes, something
Get
good,
out there.
Anthony.
No, Juno, we can get you a card anytime. You know that. We're very happy to.
I think her and Perrette are the last ones.
That one fell out. Let's see what.
Anthony, just real quick, he says, "Thank you. I understand it."
Awesome.
Lovely.
Spirit is pushing us.
No, you got the strength card. And what this is saying is that you have the strength and the grace to do whatever you want to do.
Mhm.
You also have the power of kindness and forgiveness that helps run through all of everything you're doing and help makes you stronger. So one of the things that you should do is embrace yourself. You've got all these skills and these wonderful things that are about you. And
She has mad skills.
it
Skills.
is it's time to embrace yourself. You have so many skills that you should be proud of yourself and embrace yourself. Give yourself a lot of
Beautiful.
love. Okay.
Absolutely. I agree with you, Heather. And I got yes, Juno. Your intuition is correct. Take action accordingly.
All righty.
That makes sense.
And I see a big green light all of a sudden for Juno.
Mhm.
Awesome.
That certainly is.
Didn't I just see that she's going to start readings?
Yeah, doing readings.
That's great.
Let me see if I can.
One
Right.
card. You. All
Hi,
right.
Gertrude. Welcome.
Juno, what's that crystal in your icon? I'm trying to say it in my head and I
Labradorite? Was it Labradorite?
don't think so. I don't think that's
What's your
Labrador.
sphere in your picture, Juno?
I'm trying to
She says, "Oh wow."
Chrysocolla. Okay, Chrysocolla.
Oh, Chrysocolla.
Yeah, I think it's this one. Yeah,
Okay, let me go back up to the start.
right.
We are,
Aw, you are doing the right thing.
okay, so Perrette's the next one.
And she also got the Princess of Springs. It's time to go after what you want. It really is. You need to go after your dreams and you need to expand your horizons. Get out there. Okay. And let your creativity take flight. Because in your dreams, that's what you need is that creativity to get out there and show them what you can do. And that's what they're saying in this one. Get out there.
Let's see. Well, Brett, you got a new dawn also. The worst is behind you and positive new experiences are on the horizon. But I agree with Heather. You got to believe it. You got to believe in yourself. Follow your heart.
Nope, sorry, that was the wrong one. I wanted to say the Chrysocolla. It's beautiful.
It does. It's pretty. Yes.
It is. It's
Yeah,
beautiful.
that's a beautiful sphere. Okay, I think we have Gertrude is next.
I didn't know we had any left. All right.
All the stuff Juno, Juno can tell you about anything in any moment. Really. Juno, you are really gifted.
She is.
Gertrude. Let's see.
Oh, we got the Bermuda. We got another card.
Okay.
Oh.
I love it.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Corette
these
says,
two,
thank you, ladies. Hugs, hugs, hugs.
thank
Aw,
you.
you're welcome, Corette.
These two fill out together, and what you have is the Ace of Autumn and the Four of Springs, and they're both saying to get out there and celebrate because you've been working on a project, and you have a project that is it's going to go well, and so go for it. It's
Mhm.
you're on your way there. And you're going to have deep peace and happiness from what's happening, and your
Mhm.
project, whatever it is that you're working on, is going to be very successful. So
Yeah.
rejoice.
I got make a decision. Feeling stuck or indecisive, listen to your intuition and make a decision. But I feel it's a really important decision for you. Like Heather's
And it
saying.
may be about the project you're going on,
Yeah.
that you're working on.
It feels like a project. On something big. Something that is your heart really wants you to go for.
Mhm.
Oh,
Oh, you'll be great.
You'll be great.
yeah.
You'll be great. You'll be you got to do it.
Why would Yeah, she said she's dreading it. Oh, Gertrude.
Don't dread it. If you're dreading it, maybe you shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah.
Maybe
Wait for a
you're.
little longer till you're more confident in what you're doing. But you can do it for free for a while, like what I'm doing, just to get used to doing it and see if it's what you want
To
to
gain
do.
some confidence.
Yeah.
I'll be a guinea pig.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody in the room will be a guinea pig for
Yeah.
All you have to do is say that's what you want to do. So
Yeah.
and it will help build your confidence.
Every moment is an experience. That's what we're here for. We experience experiences, and some are phenomenal and some aren't, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
Okay. Our one last person before we pull for the collective.
Our
Oh,
Bermuda I love that.
I love this
blue.
name.
Yeah, well, I love the blue mushroom.
Yeah, I love the name and the mushroom. Wow, how cool.
Yeah, you done good.
Oh.
Okay, this is the Ace of Summer, and it's saying open up your heart. And you don't need to be bemused. It's coming in. You've got skills coming in. You may even have love coming in, but you've got good things coming in that you want to have. Physical abilities, psychic abilities, everything is coming to you.
Cool.
So just hang in there, okay? Like I said, possibly even love.
Mm. And I got synchronicity, so definitely your prayers and questions, your prayers and questions are being answered by synchronistic events. Notice them in order to increase their flow. Yeah,
Kind of matches up, doesn't it?
Something cool's coming your way for sure.
That's great.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And one for the collective.
All right.
Or do we have anybody else?
That's it.
That's it. Okay, one for the collective.
But I wanted to put this one.
You can put one up, whatever you want.
There you go.
There you go.
For Juno and Gertrude.
Yeah. I get nervous too. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm nervous right now. I mean, it just
Because everybody wants to do the very best that they
We all
can
want
do.
to do the best.
And so you do. Even if you don't think you do, you still do the best you can do.
Yeah.
Valerie, thanks so much for coming today. I just love having you on the show.
Oh, thank you for having me. I love being here.
We appreciate you very much. And we have to do we have to do a show on the Kuiper Belt objects.
Yeah, that's gonna be so cool. I mean, I learned a lot from your channel too, ladies. You know, it's just
Oh, thank you.
I love learning all the facets, right, of this huge journey we're on. So it's really
No,
This is for all of us. And it's the Queen of Winter.
Mhm.
And it's saying, let go of whatever is not serving you or whoever is not serving you.
I like the whoever.
It's time to let
Brilliant.
go of those things that you don't need anymore
Mhm.
because you have so much coming to you. So it's time to let go of those things you don't need.
Heather, I can't even believe it. I grabbed the Sage Goddess deck and I shuffled right, and it says release and empower. Release any stagnant release any stagnant energy and re-energize your spirit to feel more creative, alert, sexually empowered, and full of zest for life. When you do, all the magic and power that exists inside of you will push you forward, ahead in the direction your soul and spirit need to go. Ask your spirit guides for help overcoming obstacles, especially those you may not be consciously aware of at this time. Let nothing hold you back. Isn't that great? That was so.
That's fantastic. So great.
I love when.
I'm just going to revel in all the love right now, you guys.
Yes. Oh, wow.
I love this.
Thank you. It was so much fun.
Yes. Thank you all for coming. And don't forget that you need to spread that love around as much as you can, even to those that you don't like. They need it at least as much as everybody else and probably more.
Yes.
And spread out the love to Mother Earth as well. She does need it. She needs help too. And all the other areas in the world, not just locally, everywhere. Spread your love out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Particularly those areas that are having problems,
Mhm.
particularly those areas that have horrible leaders. Send love and light to them because they need it more than anybody.
We were
right?
watching a show, and I agree. We need to light a candle for all the good, and a candle also for all those that are not on the good side.
Yeah,
We both need it. They all need to see the light.
that's true.
That's beautiful.
And you need to go shine your light out there. All of you in the chat room, you have so much beautiful love energy surrounding each of every one of you. Please go out there and shine that light. The world needs us, every one of us.
Yeah.
Whether you have a channel or not, you're spreading the message of love. So please go out there and spread your love. We love it. And Valerie, I hope you'll spread your love with us again sometime soon. I know you're going to be here for the full moon, so that's always nice. And everybody in the chat room, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And thank you so much for being here. We love
being with you.
We do. We love to spend our time with all of you.
So, thank you so much.
And Valerie, thank you so much.
And everybody have a wonderful time.
Love you all.
Bye-bye, everyone.